This must be the sickest old man you've ever seen. They don't just kill and separate. He even made a young girl. The land of destruction. The hand that's been cut off from this part is also cut off. Keep tight here. Then here it is. It is even more cruel. He even stripped the skin off the girl's body. Take off clean. You didn't miss here the whole head. Her whole scalp. Even the face is peeled off. This is the case that shook the country. The body of Thuc Son Tan village. Are you all mentally prepared? Walk with me to the scene. The case of time. 15 days on November 2nd, years number 11 locations. And Hui case she sung in court 31 Thuc Son Tan village. I woke up early in the morning, and there were 6 trash cans in the neighborhood. Find things that can pick up chai ticks. She pulled out a black plastic bag. There were pieces of meat and ribs inside. The smell of the smell is hard to describe. The color is quite new. I think the meat is not broken. Give your grandma's uncle breakfast. Take it home first. At that time, Uncle Zheng is about to pull the trash. I also felt a bag. I even thought it was a nail. Open to see. The hand is chopped here, then cut it here. Your nails are painted red at the end, you are thin as falling off. The scream made her fetishize again. Curious to step forward. Look at the right one, immediately stunned and fell to the ground. In the bag, there are obviously a pair of hands, more precisely than being cut into bloody chunks. The hand of a woman. There's an even bigger bag at the bottom. It is a deadly curiosity. Zheng shivered and opened. At the bottom there is another bag. Whole bone, the lower half of the body under a bag. It is so heavy that it cannot be carried. Each arm is cut into 3 pieces. The leg is cut off from this segment, separated from the hip upwards. This part no longer has the first part. Divided into more than 10 pieces, it's not over yet. The most incredible are these bloody remains. They've all been stripped of their skin peeled off, only inert bones, ribbed tin. The neighborhood found the body stripped and fragmented. It's like a submersible bomb exploding locally. It's like a horror movie. It's happening in a very densely populated area. People's reactions don't have to be said. The police officer was immediately present and identified the exact body parts of a woman. The police immediately organized the force. Check every trash can in the area. A total of 69 cartons. Court 33 and Court 37. In the trash can at the foot of the court, we found 5 more bags, also wrapped in 2 layers of nylon bag. It has a head and 4 limbs. The same organs and the same pelvis. Residents of the neighborhood have cordoned off the scene. People are panicking. The case was cruel and bloody. It's rare even for highly trained investigators. Granny Fetish frantically runs home, hurriedly carrying the rib bag. Take it straight to the police. Pairing forensics. Right at the scene, there is a female body that is not intact. It's still missing about a third. The face has been stripped of its skin, so we can't recognize faces, just rely on little white fingers. The victim was identified as a young woman. After all, who is the dead? Why was it so cruel? It's thrown in the trash. The case is particularly serious. The police immediately divided the 2 shots. A nose and mouth victim identity investigation. Check around the neighborhood and the surrounding area. The other nose continues to be thoroughly examined. Find more clues. The village has a total of 36 buildings. It's an open zone. Loose management. Surveillance is less than pathetic. Police mobilized Dog 6. Carpet type control throughout the area. Very quickly next to the wall behind Court 37. On a pine tree, I found a bloody glove on the ground. I found another one outside the fence. Police analysis. Maybe the unsub tried to throw it off the wall, but accidentally stuck one on the pine tree. The killer could be someone in the neighborhood. So the forces are concentrated around the pine tree. I'm going to circle from Court 30 to Court 40 to review the key points. Right now there's a resident who reflects. It was about 9 o'clock last night. I heard from Court 37, some women screaming. Due to not long time, I thought the couple were arguing. So don't notice. The investigators immediately focused on Court 37. Conduct a key screening. On the stairs from the 3rd to the 2nd floor. The police found some blood. The technician immediately checked. Confirmed the blood on the body and gloves. From the same stroke, the unsub could very well be in this exact sequence. The investigator immediately search every household in the range. 15 p.m. on 11 at 9 p.m. when knocking on the door of room 304. Open is an old man over 60 years old. Calmly asked what was wrong with the police. He's sipping peanut wine. It's very natural, the whole neighborhood is in chaos. Police and dogs are everywhere. And yet he calmly asks you what you're looking for. The police immediately searched the place. When checking into the toilet, I found some blood on the walls and the toilet. immediately get the police's attention, then on a kitchen knife and scissors in the kitchen. They also collect blood traces through DNA testing. Confirm the blood stain matches the body. Here the police basically determined room 304 was the first seen. So is this guy the killer? If it is true that he committed the crime, then Tang Fei, but can still be as calm as not sipping peanut wine. This person's psychology is truly extraordinary. Then, the police found it in the main bedroom closet. In a very closed corner, a woman's handbag. There are tools inside, a woman's personal identity and a people's identity card. The information shows, Phuong Van 24 years old. Address in a residential area adjacent to Thuc Son Tan village. Is the village a victim? The bag is so good that it has to be hidden so well. If you say there are no hidden chunks, AI is also hard to believe because the first part. Even the face is peeled off. The level of damage is very serious. Can't recognize facial features. Through the verification of the old man named Wang Shiluan, the 61-year-old is a retired bus driver. The police immediately took Wang to the investigation station. Before the police questions, King Shiluan was always silent and determined not to declare. That attitude shows even more. He showed a lot of suspicion at the same time. Another scouts got it. Phuong and Wang Shiluan's parents. I'm a colleague in the bus company. The two families have been best friends for years. And it's been 2 days since I've been home. Your parents are looking everywhere. Police took DNA samples of Phuong Van's parents to compare. Finally confirmed, the victim in the trash is the way. Opposite. As a result, Phuong's parents were struck by lightning across their ears. Not believe. The girl is still healing. I lost my life in my best friend's house. Then King Shiluan is really the murderer. Harm the way. Scouts investigate outside from a handful of cameras in the neighborhood. We found an important clue. Images show light form 15 on 11 at 4 o'clock. Wang Shiluan appeared next to the trash can under court 31, standing right next to the trash can and throwing something in it. Although the image is quite blurry, but can still recognize, that person is the next king. Until 5 a.m. the camera at the gate recorded King Shiluan pulling a small cart. Go to the trash, it's about 500 m away. The police also found it there. Part of Phuong Van's body, before a bunch of evidence. After more than 10 hours of continuous questioning, Wang Shiluan's defensive mentality completely collapsed and admitted the act of killing the van. A 61-year-old man. I was so mean to a 24-year-old girl. To the point of causing the sky not to shake, the earth not to drop. What relationship do they have after all? According to the testimony of King Shiluan, over the years, he and his parents, always very close. He also looks like he grew up. There is always a feeling in my heart. I love her, so I often invite her to play. The young girl is easily seduced. He has tried many times to attract. They call you home to eat and play. Every time I come. For a small profit. Sometimes give gifts. Sometimes you spend a few dollars. A few months ago, the family has a grandson. His wife went to his son's house to take care of him in Thuc Son Tan village. Only he is alive. I feel lonely and empty for a long time. A few days before the trial, he thought of the wind. Keep calling to invite you home. 14 days of 11. He texted the victim several times. Tell me how much money I'll give you. And all kinds of drawings to draw you in. You can say the wind. I couldn't resist that temptation. The naive girl didn't expect. My uncle is always kind. It's actually a nice guy with a dark agenda. The king is always brazenly making requests. He asked her to use 500 yuan to force her to exchange. He was rejected outright. The king was always angry, and then commit violent assault. While the victim resists, he used force on her, asphyxiated to death. That's why the 24-year-old girl died. It is more cruel than. All that night, King Se Luan, they split the body into small parts. Taking advantage of the darkness. Many times it is thrown in the trash in the area. The larger parts, he's using an indoor cart to pull out of the neighborhood, throw it in the trash on the side of the road. There's a segment of the spine. He threw it in the trunk of a small truck driving by. Listen to hear, the police at the scene also had a cold back. When recounting the criminal process, the king remained calm. Speaking clearly is not a lie. But that makes the police wonder. Just because of resistance, that he killed Phuong Yun. And then stripped out. Such separation SAO. The common criminal logic. The purpose of separating the body is mainly to make it easier for Tang, but because SAO stripped RA to people over 60, he is far worse than a young man like him. It's no different than making it difficult for yourself. The cruelties and distortions behind this pathological behavior end up hiding something that outsiders don't know. When men are about 6 to 6 years old, it can fall into the sexual phase. See, AI now also knows personality or psychological state can change very dramatically. In fact, he lives alone. The feeling of loneliness is getting worse, and the fact that he's putting stuff right in the trash, in front of the house, it also makes people not understand. Sometimes the most dangerous place is the safest place. Maybe he thought the more normal he was, the more you keep your habits the same, the less people doubt themselves. 6 days on April 2nd, years number 12. Thuc Son Tan village dismembered case was sentenced at first instance. King Shiluan was sentenced to death for attempted murder. Compensation for the family, more than 380,000 renminbi in economic evidence losses. Of motive in court. Claimed to be blackmailed. Then quarrel leads to a fatal mistake. Due to lack of evidence, the court did not accept it. King Shiluan announced that he would not appeal in court. 19 days on November 2nd, years number 12. King Shiluan was executed.